y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna do 3 looks with 3 indie palettes. I am excited. I love creating eyeshadow looks. I love playing with makeup, so that's what today is gonna be about. I'm gonna share my 3 looks with y'all, so let's jump into it. Getting started, I have 3 indie palettes here. I have been playing with makeup. I love it, and I thought I would just show y'all some more looks with these indie palettes. Now, all of the palettes I'm going to show you, I already have videos on with close-ups of the palettes, swatches, but I'm still testing them, still trying them, still playing with makeup. So I thought maybe I could film some of that for y'all, share more looks. So we are going to be playing with the Fighter palette from Fenty Cosmetica. We have it here. I have the Glamlite Scooby Dew palette. We're gonna create another look with this beauty right here. And then we're going to also use the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Sugar and Spice palette. I will link all of these palettes down in the description box. I will also link the videos where I'm using these in the description box if you want to check out, like I said, the close-ups, the swatches, things like that. All the information will be in the description box. I have content on Instagram, TikTok usually, all over the place, but I'm excited. I hope that y'all like this style of video where it's just like more tutorials, basically, more eye looks. Just extra, you know. Let me know if you like this video concept. I'm excited. I'm gonna share some looks with y'all. Let's jump into it. We will start with the Fighter palette from Fenty Cosmetica. All right, y'all, for this look, I'm going to be using the Fighter palette from Fenty Cosmetica. I did a full video on this one, and we used a lot of shades in that video, but today I want the yellow shade Valor to be like the star of the show. So I'm gonna put down my eye primer, and we're gonna go in with Valor first. Okay, so I primed my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Layin Low, and I'm picking up this shade on a blinged brush. This is one from Paige Corinne's set, and I'm really like pressing it here, and then I'm going to blend it kind of up and out. I'm gonna blend it up pretty high. You can see kind of above the socket, all down here, around, buffing and blending it out like this. This is a really pretty grungy yellow shade. I'm gonna bring it down to the lid right out here, and I'm even going to wrap this around to my lower lash line. I think we're gonna go bronzy with this one. So I wanna go into Victory right here. I'm gonna pick this up, and after I have my shadow picked up, I'm gonna spray my brush with a little setting spray makeup mist. I do that 99.9% of the time. All right, I'm gonna press this on like this, all kind of on the inner part of my lid, coming to the center, but leaving the outer part of the lid with that mustard yellow. So just gonna fade it like this, and then once I have it all pressed off my brush, I will start to kind of blend back and forth. All right, I'm grabbing another blinged brush, and we're gonna go into this shade right here, Glory. I really like this for an inner corner shade. It's beautiful all over the lid too, but like it just, you see, it gives that unexpected pop right there. And as much as I love the drama with looks and doing like depth and deepening up my outer corner, which I love to do, I want to leave the look like this. It's just 3 shadows. I am going to put on eyeliner and mascara and maybe a little half lash, and then I will be back Alright y'all, here is our finished look with the Fighter palette. Very simple, but I feel like it's very, very pretty. So I did add some Melt Slick Waterline eye pencil in the shade Olive to my lower waterline, and then black liquid liner up top. For the rest of my face, in case you are curious, some of the products I have on. My bronzer is Caramel Cutie Sunstalker bronzer from Fenty. My blush is Give Beauty Feelin Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo in Honeymoon Phase, both shades from here. And then my highlight is Glamlite Hershey's Cookies and Cream Highlighter, both shades on the face. And then my lip is Unearthly Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Bad Blood with Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Gloss in Full Syringe. So that is my lip combo. I hope that you like this look. Something kind of easy, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the shiny light vibes today. Hello, we are going to play with the Glamlite Scooby palette. I've really been enjoying this one. I'm getting ready to go somewhere, so I thought it would be fun to maybe play with this like brick red and this orangey shade right here. So I'm gonna start with this shade, this kind of bright orangey yellow color. I do have my MAC paint pot over here as my primer. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any creases in my primer, and I'm just gonna start by packing this shade all kind of in the socket. I'm just gonna press it on. This is a big fluffy brush. This is from Blinged Brushes, and I'm just going to lightly sweep that around now. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this other blinged brush, and I'm going to dip into that kind of brick red shade, and I'm gonna put it on the outer corner and also the inner corner. I want to do like a spotlight halo eye, something like that. So I'm just gonna put this here and out here. But for the lower lash line, I want to pull in this shade right up here, this light brown color. And I want to just smudge that on the lower lash line to keep our red and orange just up top. Okay, we are going to take that light brown and just dust it under the lower lash line. Nice and easy, like so. Yeah, that's pretty. I like the way this is coming together, very fiery. Okay. Whoops, let me hold this big palette up. I think what we will do on the center is this shade right here and this shade right here. So we're kind of going right with this row, just not using this yellowy green and using this brown instead. Okay, so I'm gonna take that warm kind of bronzy shade, and I'm just gonna put it in between that matte red shade like this. So I picked up the shadow on my brush, and then I did spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray, which is what I do almost always. And look at how pretty that is. That's really a beautiful coppery, like rose gold, bronze. I don't know. That's really pretty though. Then I'm taking that lighter orange. Again, I did spray my brush after I picked up the shadow, and I'm just gonna pack that right there on the inner corner and then blend it a bit. And this is gonna be the finished look. I do want to add a lash. I'm gonna add some Ardell 113s and a little bit of eyeliner, and I'll be back. But here is our look. All right, y'all, here is the finished look with the Ardell lashes. I put some brown in my lower waterline. I'm using my Melt Cacao liner, and my upper black liquid liner is the Glamlite Scooby liquid liner. My lip is the Velma lip duo, the lipstick and lip gloss. For blush, I'm also wearing the Velma blush. We're just doing a monochromatic moment. I'm wearing this shade right here. And then my highlight today is actually this one from Glamlite Hershey Milk Chocolate. I just put on a little bit of this gold shade for like a super sparkly highlight, but here is our finished look. I'm super into it. It was quick to do, not difficult. All the shades blend so easily, and I still feel like it's bold and impactful, and I'm here for it. So here we have our look with Glamlite Scooby Doo Part 2 palette. Hello. For this look, I've put down my eyeshadow primer. I used my MAC paint pot in the shade Layin Low. And I want to play with maybe the pastel-y shades in this palette. In the look I did where I'm doing my first impression on this video, I went with something very dark and dramatic. So I want to now do something maybe a little light and bright. So I'm going to use these two mattes right here, Mint and Gumdrop. I'm going to start with Gumdrop actually. I'm going to be using some brushes from my Sigma set, and I'm going to kind of press this in this outer part of my socket. Let me go, there we go. I'm like, let me see if I can just add a little bit more to get a little more pigment right out here. But I'm just gonna put this kind of in the outer part of my socket right out here. I'm even gonna bring it down to the lid so I can have a matte lid right out here. And then I'm just kind of buffing and blending. Okay, now I'm grabbing that Mint shade on another one of my Sigma brushes. And this is gonna be the inner part of my socket, kind of right here. And I'm going to bring this right in this area and up. This is a really pretty pastel. Now, working with pastels, if you really, really want them to pop, one, you need a good shadow. You need a good pastel shadow. But two, using a very light, even white eyeshadow primer will really help them to pop because they're such light shades. Now, I did not choose a super light eyeshadow primer, just one that's a little lighter than my skin tone. But if intensity with pastels is what you're looking for, I definitely recommend a white base. Okay, now what I want to do is go in with this really pretty shade right here called Nutmeg. So sparkly. I'm going to spray my brush and I'm going to put this all over the lid, not covering up the matte outer corner, but just kind of fading it from here out to here. Okay, so I picked up my shadow and then I sprayed my brush. Remember, don't spray your brush before you go into your pan, do it after. And I'm just going to press this sparkly shade all over the lid like that. And then once I have it off my brush, I'll kind of go back and forth and blend to make sure I get into all my little wrinkles and crinkles. All right, we are going to go on the lower lash line with this pretty purple shimmer right here called Lavender. I'm going to pick that up. I am going to spray my brush, but this is a light shade and I want to keep our look light and bright. So I'm going to spray my brush just a little bit and then run this on the lower lash line. All right, I'm going to press this on first. Make sure I have most of that sparkle down, and now I'm just very lightly going back and forth. And then for the inner corner, what I'm going to do is go into this shade right here called Basil. I'm not going to spray my brush with this one because I want it to be light and sparkly, not more intense than it needs to be. So I'm just going to come right here and pop that shade on. Okay, let me pick up a little bit more. There we go. So we have like this kind of light blue sparkle coming through, And this will be the finished look. I'm going to throw on a little liner, mascara, but this is the look. Alright y'all, here is my finished look with the Sugar and Spice palette from Glaminatrix. I just put on some of my Give Beauty mascara, just a light, quick coat. In my lower waterline, I put Courage. This is the cream gel liner from ColourPop and their Naruto collection. I am wearing the Cara Beauty Blissful Liquid Blush in the shade Honey Bloom. I am wearing my Resurgence highlighter duo with Unearthly, and my lip color is a Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Definer in Rosewood with my Givenchy Rose Perfecto Lip Balm in the shade 110. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, seeing me just do 3 eyeshadow tutorials with 3 different indie palettes. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment letting me know, and if you would share this video, it helps me out so much. I love looking at my analytics, seeing what videos y'all are clicking on, what you like. It definitely helps me know like what videos to continue doing on my channel, which ones to drop. So if you liked this video, definitely share it out. I really appreciate it. I hope that you are having a great day, whatever you are doing. Again, everything I talked about today, I will link in the description box. If I have any affiliate codes, discount codes, anything like that, it's always in the description box. But I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!